Well, hello guys, welcome back. The first part of this video is going to be me showing you complaining to the universe works. I placed an order on Wild Republic back on the 28th of December. Now, I knew from looking up their shipping that I would not be having it shipped anywhere before time, before January. And I figured probably they would take the first off too. Well, they're back the first. It's the third. Still no updates, and I'm like, okay. So I had emailed them yesterday. Didn't hear anything back. I checked the website twice today. I took my order number, my email, and I checked it twice. They can't find my order. My order doesn't exist. Now, I'm not talking to anyone. This is all automated. So I thought, I hate to be that customer, but I got their 800 number, and I dialed them. I got a message machine. This person isn't there. And I'm like, this is a great start to the new year for them. But I said, here's my order number. Your system can't find my order, but you do have my money. I would like to know where my order is, please. And I didn't scream. I didn't shout. I'm like, this happens. They just changed the bloody website, which you shouldn't do at the first of the year because, they had backup orders from whenever they quit for Christmas to now. And they can't find my order, but they have my money. And I'm like, well, you have my money. You have my money because it's gone out of my PayPal account. I would very much like my order, or give me back my money, one of the two. And I'm complaining because when you complain to the universe usually does something. I've just found out it works that way for me. Not all the time. And I'm jonesing for a cheeseburger today. And it's just barely warm enough that I could walk up and get a cheeseburger. I'm not sure. I'm on the fence. I know I can't afford cheeseburger every day, but I'm very hungry for cheeseburger today. And I found that sometimes when you're hungry for something, you might as well just go for it because everything else you eat that day, you're going to just be thinking of that one thing. So, that all happened. And last night I had something happen. And all the gods were apologizing for the entire last year. Last year, they were like, we're so sorry we had to put you through all this. But we had to put you through all this. And it was just part of a growth process. And we're so sorry. Now, some people could have went through the same situation, not had any growth process at all, had the best year ever. And that wasn't me. That wasn't me. And Mouse showed up. And Mouse showed up for like a nanosecond. Almost didn't see Mouse. But Mouse was like, hey, Mouse. Mouse got a message. And Mouse was like, you have to really let this go. You've done everything. You're running around the forest like a fox, screeching your head off. You have to just let everything go. I'm like, but Mouse, you don't understand. Being hyper and out of control is my only gift. And Mouse is like, no, you're not seeing the forest for the trees. You just gotta let go. There's nothing you can do. You just gotta let go. I know you don't want to, but you have to. And I didn't think of it, but Mouse was popping up everywhere. And Mouse has two ways to get my attention. Either I can get a mouse invasion, which I think Mouse was thinking about, or Mouse can just start popping up in everything, and I notice Mouse. And Mouse was popping up in everything. Mouse had been in the Nativity, and Mouse had been in all these videos. And it wasn't something I was actively seeking out. I wasn't seeking Mouse, but Mouse keeps popping up. So as soon as Mouse knew they had my attention, they were fine. And then Fox showed back up because Fox. And it was interesting. And I don't know what the year will be like, but it will be interesting because today will just be a day to decompress. And I know, for example, the Wild Republic order is totally out of my hands. You can't reach this company. If you're from Wild Republic, I'm sorry, man, but I've been trying to reach you for a week now and I can't reach you. I emailed them through their site. I checked the order through the site. I phoned them. What else can I do? Send a drone to the Wild Republic headquarters and say, where's my order? So, I'm not going to scream and shout and get mad. I know what happened. It's what happened when I was in the, working sector. You have too much damn stuff going on and shit gets lost. So my order's gone. My order's gone. I know my order's gone. I have a tracking number and that's the only history of it, and they have my money and they're probably wondering where in the hell this money came from. But my order's gone. It's just lost. It happened all the time when I was working the public because too many damn orders came in at once. Instead of having a staff of 5, you had a staff of 1 and stuff got lost. As careful as you were, orders fell somewhere, stuff happened. So I'm not sure what that's all about. I don't know how it'll get resolved, but I know if I complain to the universe, stuff happens. It always happens. So I complained. And look, he's been being pretty good, and he's been wandering now. We've had this little guy for over a week. And this is probably a good lesson. Had I just paid the money and got the wolves on Amazon, we'd already have them, wouldn't we, buddy? And I would have paid more money. I would have paid about $20 more for the wolves, but we'd have them all now. Yeah, we'd have them all. And you can either save time or money, or sometimes you don't save either, because by now, you know, it's been about a week. And I knew it would be longer for the holidays, but the order's gone. And we don't know where it went. Oh no, I don't know. So, you know, it was a lesson. I could have just paid the money and I would have the order. And I wouldn't be sitting here trying to be very zen when it's not my nature to always be very zen. But that taught me a lesson. Sometimes just paying the money and getting the product where you know you can get it is better than, oh, I can save all this money. I got a little greedy. I was like, oh, I can save all this money and I can get these things I can't afford. And I'm so terribly clever. I'm so terribly clever that the order doesn't exist. That's how terribly clever I am. And they have my money, but the order doesn't exist. Because every time I look for it, it doesn't exist. Best case scenario, my order got shipped out and they just didn't inform me and they just can't find it. If I don't hear from them in like a week, I'm going to go to PayPal and say, hey, they have my money, but I've tried contacting them, I've tried calling them, I've tried emailing them, I've tried searching a website, and I can't find this order. And, you know, they'll get my money back. So happy New Year, guys. That's how I'm starting off my new year. And I'm like, you know what? I don't even know if I want it now. It's not like me being mean or anything else. It's not me, you know, being sour grapes about, but it's like, I really don't know if I want it now. At this point, I'm like, if it comes to the point where they're like, oh, here's your money back, we just lost your order, I really don't want to know. I don't. I take the money and I put it away somewhere. So, I don't know. But I figured I'd complain because the universe usually, you know, ends up delivering, and I'll see about that cheeseburger. Usually, like I said, when I have a really strong urge towards a food, if I can afford to, if it's possible, I go and get it because you satisfy that itch, and you're not going to be going around whining all day long and looking at all your other food, which is just as good, and go, it's not that food. So, if you guys like what you see, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.